Hey, I'm Sunny. Welcome to another edition of Ask STARBASE. Today's question is, why do leaves change color in the fall? Well, all you have to do is look out your window to see the dramatic colors of fall. It happens right before our eyes. Each day, the colors become more and more vibrant. Right now, you might be noticing a shift in the air. Cooler temperatures and shorter days as it stays dark longer in the morning and the sun is setting much earlier in the evening. Well, we are not the only ones taking notice. Trees do as well. Every fall, the leaves of deciduous trees undergo a dramatic color change before losing their newfound beauty, fading to brown and dying. For a large part of the year, leaves serve as factories where most of the food necessary for tree growth are manufactured. The leaves are constantly converting carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight into energy in a process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis in plain English means putting together with light. And that's because trees literally put two ingredients together with sunlight in order to make the food it needs to survive. Water is absorbed by a tree through its roots. Carbon dioxide is absorbed through tiny holes in leaves, branches, and roots. And sunlight is absorbed by a chemical in the tree's leaves known as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is what gives leaves their bright green color for much of the year. Because chlorophyll needs sunlight and warmth in order for leaves to produce it, chlorophyll production begins to deteriorate when the colder months set in, and this is why leaves change color in the fall. But while chlorophyll is the star of the show, it has some help in the form of the pigments carotene and xanthophyll. Xantho is Greek for yellow, and carotene is what gives items like carrots and pumpkins the orangish color. These two pigments are always present in leaves and help absorb sunlight, which they transfer to chlorophyll for photosynthesis. As summer nears its end and the days get shorter, the increased amount of darkness incites trees to prepare for a sort of hibernation. Leaves won't be able to continue photosynthesizing during winter due to dry air and lack of sunlight. So the tree does two things. First, it forms a separation layer made of cork-like cells at the base of each leaf to seal it off from the tree. Second, it stops producing chlorophyll since it won't need the pigment until the days start to lengthen once again in the spring. With chlorophyll out of the picture, the yellow and orange pigments get a chance to shine. At the same time, other chemical changes may occur. The sugars that are in the leaf react with cell sap to produce ANTHOCYANIN, which is a flavonoid compound that presents itself in red, blue, purple, or magenta pigment. The hues also depend on the soil acidity. That means that trees in different parts of the world will display different hues of red and magenta. Some species of trees are even more subject to brilliant red than others, like maples and dogwoods. The intensity of the leaves can vary based on moisture and temperature as well, and a sudden frost can stunt more brilliant colors from being revealed. Well, remember that layer of cells at the base of the leaf that I talked about? Its purpose is to protect the tree during the colder winter and prevent it from drying out. The formation of cells effectively seals off the movement of sugar from leaf to tree. And when that leaf is blown off, it leaves behind a leaf scar. If trees did not shed their leaves, their soft vegetation would certainly freeze during wintertime, damaging and no doubt killing the tree. Although scientists offer several different reasons for why some trees produce anthocyanins and autumn leaves change color, the prevailing theory is that anthocyanins protect the leaves from excess sunlight and enable the trees to recover any last remaining nutrients. The reason you'll see more vibrant red during some years is that lots of sunlight and dry weather increase the sugar concentration in the tree sap, triggering the tree to release more anthocyanins in the last-ditch effort to gather up energy to get through the winter. Now, what happens to the fallen leaves? Well, Earth is fantastic at recycling. When leaves fall to the ground, they begin to break down and eventually create a rich soil on the forest floor that absorbs dew and rainfall. The nutrient-rich sponge acts as a continual source of nutrients and water for trees and plants, helping to promote life and plant health in the next spring. Well, thanks for joining me today. If you have any STEM questions that you would like answered, email us at ask@starbase-ct.com. Thanks again for joining me. Bye.